Okay, that was weird. Yeah, sorry about that. Slight technical difficulties there because, oh man, I am choppy as fuck right now. Anyway, hello everybody. It is your favorite constitutional conservative libertarian capitalist Christian Dark Con here. Um, Here with just a live hangout stream. Guess I'm going to be posting the link here pretty soon onto Twitter to invite some people in. Yeah, this has been quite the eventful day today. As This morning, I didn't not expect it at all, but apparently, a clip of my own got featured in one of Bering's latest videos, in Bering's actual latest video. And so because of that, I got an extra subscriber boost to my channel, like by almost 50 now, to the point that I have hit over 200, and so that is pretty cool. I cannot thank him humbly enough for helping me out and growing my channel. Wish I could thank him, wish I could tag him on Twitter saying that I thank him for that. But bad news today is that he got suspended on Twitter, apparently. Rin Michaelis, who is a somebody that I'm subscribed to, has been saying left and right of how a whole bunch of YouTubers have been getting suspended on Twitter. And that just really is starting to suck right now. Sorry, I'm trying to log in my Twitter right now so I can send a freaking invite. And so because of all this, I decided to do a hangout stream just celebrating the milestone of 200 subscribers, and plus and perhaps take some of you guys' questions, some of the newer subscribers out there, and also to possibly talk about Bering getting suspended. Sorry, this is getting off to an awkward start. I should have set up absolutely everything before I click the start broadcast button. Is my stream even coming in? I wonder. Before I click the start broadcast button. Oh yeah, I'm coming in. I'm definitely coming in. So I'm going to just post this Twitter into my little hangout group. Hopefully we'll get some people joining us soon. Nobody in the chat right now. This is what I get for wearing sunglasses in the dark. Why do I do this? To try and be edgy. That's why. Okay. So I posted the hangout. Hopefully people will start to join. Since nobody is in the chat right now, since nobody at all is watching right now, actually, nothing is happening so far. I think I'll just maybe play some Spore while we're waiting for something to happen. Hopefully this won't eat up my RAM too much. Oh, BTK is in the chat. How are you today, BTK? I just hit 200 subscribers, all thanks to Bering. Have you seen his video? It's him talking about Mundane Matt. Have you seen his video? It's him. Okay. Okay, silence that. We're just going to wait. What do you mean I have a pulse, BTK? Oh, yep, saw it. Okay. What do you mean by have a pulse? I mean, I hope you have a pulse. Otherwise, that means that you're dying soon. Anyway, so since not a whole lot is happening at this very moment, I think I might just show some gameplay. That's right, because I'm a man-child like that. Okay. Show screen one, share, and here we are. So I haven't heard much about the whole Baron get suspended off of Twitter thing, honestly. I mean, I hear that it is because of all of his arch enemies, Christy Winters and the gang, reporting him on Twitter. So he's getting his ass suspended off. You asked how I was, so I said I have a pulse, BTK says. Well, okay. How are you other than the obvious? I mean, you obviously are alive enough to be typing stuff in the chat. So I would assume that you would have a pulse and that you would have a beating heart and working lungs and so on and so forth. I would at least assume, anyways. I mean, unless you're a zombie. Unless I checked, trans people are not zombies. Enjoying myself a blue moon right now. Tasty. It really came by surprise, actually. The whole getting a big subscriber boost like that. Like that's the biggest ever subscriber boost that I have gotten yet. It's just real cool. Huh. What's that over there?
Cool story, man.
Oh, what the heck? Yes, man.
That scared the shit out of you, man. What's up?
Okay, I forgot to be presenting myself, so it won't switch back to you. But what's up? What's up is my sub count. Hit over 200. Yay!
The fanboying you must have been having. Yeah, when I hit 200 subs, like that shit felt great. Then on my birthday, 300. So I get you feeling, man. I get it. I truly relate. But
Said that
yeah,
I've been fanboying Baron. Is that what you said?
yeah, because you were all reeing in the chat. Oh my god, I got 200 subscribers. But no worries, I can relate considering that, you know.
Reeing usually has to do with autistic screeching, and that was not like a triggered autistic screeching. Excitement right there. This is a giant limb that I can move. Apparently, that's cool. Maybe I can use it to build a giant fort. No, not really. Cannot construct shit in the creature stage in this game. BTK said, as I have not yet dropped to room temperature, I'm assuming I am doing all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear, BTK.
Yep. Oh my god, I've had some fun with the most recent Thug Life videos I've done. The one on Brandon's is one of my favorites. Oh, and then the
what do you think of my Thug Life video to No Bullshit?
I liked it, you know. I really forgot about that roast you did of him until your video came out, and I'm just like, what?
Oh, shame.
Well, it happened months ago, bruh. And then you bring it up to me about the screen cap, then you do the video, and I just thought it was pretty great. Loudmouth's laughing is always a great thing to hear. You there? Hmm. I don't know if I lost Zach or what's going on. You there, Zach?
Oh, what the heck? Reading it really. It said, as I have not yet dropped to. Okay. That was weird.
Yep. Your audio cut out on me for a second. What'd you think of the?
Audio and feed.
Yeah. So, what'd you think of my aircraft Sparky Thug Life video?
I honestly, I've seen better Thug Lives.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen better comebacks. Let me put it that way. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily the way that you edited. It was what he said in particular.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about it. I was like, eh. I mean, I thought it was rather funny considering how nonchalant it appeared to be typed out. But yeah. I mean, it's not that hard to roast Owen either. It's like, you know, you've done it. I've done it. Aspie didn't necessarily roast him, but he made Owen like spurge out. But I like my one on Brandon. That one I particularly liked, considering that and she then comments my knight in shining armor. That just made me laugh my ass off. I'm just like, this couldn't get any funnier. Oh god, I've been loving Wondershare Fillmore. It makes me into a complete cunt with the Thug Lives, and it makes me really like the it makes me really like editing again. Make S-Man edit again.
Yeah, you can't do a whole lot with the vanilla Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, that one. I mean, sometimes I miss Windows Movie Maker, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, it was such a pain in the ass. Like, you only had 2 music tracks, one for narrating and one for the music track. You have a subtitle track, and that's it. You only have one video track. That really just, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing. I ain't gonna lie, it's better than nothing. But you know, at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's just it's not enough. I really missed Power Director at the time, and now it's Windows Movie Maker. But at least I can do picture in picture now with green screen.
Yep. I mean, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, when I did the data transfer, or for some reason, I did not get my the file transferred for the installation of iSpring. So now I need to like download it again, buy it back or something over the internet. BTK was wondering if I had died or not, and commenting that I'm back. Yeah, yep. Sorry, technical difficulties on the internet. BTK.
Hide the professionalism on any of our YouTube channels with technology always being on our side. But yeah, I don't know. I've been really enjoying like the reason I enjoy making these videos so much is because it reminds me of how far I've come from a few years ago, where I was just this retard who would film vertically because, I don't know, I had an extra chromosome or some shit, and now I actually now I film horizontally, if I film at all, that is. I don't know, and it's just been a cool ride throughout this whole thing. The only thing I do regret was not going fucking World War III on the fuck is his name?
Some random geek.
That little fucker. Well, he's not little by any means. Yes. The only reason I regret that is because
it
was
Secular Hawk.
Yeah, then there's Secular Hawk. Those two, but like I don't know. I can't really hate Geek considering that like I get why he's saying the bullshit he's saying, and he seems like a child. So to pick on someone who is the like, I don't know. It's just he's like way less hateable than Secular Hawk. Someone who he said I didn't care about people in third world countries because I don't want to intervene in their shit. Yet interventionism has kind of harmed those same countries he's like, you don't care about. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. Like when I first listened to his videos, I
I'll tell him to eat some bird seed.
Probably, yeah. The thing with him though was I don't know what it was, but he was just like the biggest pain in the ass when he would just tweet at me like libertarians IRL, and then he shows this weird fucker who's like shirtless and all that bullshit at the Libertarian National Convention, and I'm like, I'd rather be like that guy than be an interventionist dickhead for no reason. You know, it's like
Sorry, I'm trying to like design the most badass creature that I possibly can with what I got so far. How's it look? What do you think?
I like it. It looks nice.
Color, texture, and color more particularly if I go to test drive.
Yeah, you're gonna need to color it a little more femininely, or else you're sexist. And if you color it white, you're racist.
A little bit more femininely? Well, it ain't feminine enough. I mean, it's already kind of a salmonish, reddish, pink-ish kind of color.
It needs to be fucking pinker than the vagina hats at the fucking Women's March.
Oh, shit. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's a little bit too pink. I don't know why, but I think I've honestly come to, well, like is for me. It really is. But I guess I've come to like hate pink like that way.
Yeah, I used to find the color pink to be like insufferable. If I were to be buried in pink, you might as well just throw my body off some like cliff somewhere. Like fuck that shit, man. But I mean the color
certain contexts at least. Yeah. I mean there's some moments where I say no, fuck no.
The color pink I don't mind. Like I think purple's a better color than pink, just saying, but oh god, JJ sharing PJW shit on Facebook. Why, JJ? Why?
Really? Yeah. Of what? Why?
Apparently,
so are there any topic? Oh, BTK asks. So, are there any topics tonight? Well, not really. I mean, it's just mainly just a generic hangout stream and kind of me reaching 200 subscribers. And also. Baron getting suspended on Twitter thing is kind of fresh. Oh crap! I think I'm losing Twitter connection. Again?
No fucking way. He got.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, I thought I lost connection for a second there. Sorry.
Oh man, what? Baron got suspended. What for? Why did he get suspended again?
I don't know. I mean, from the way that Ren Michaelis kind of explained it, it kind of reported a whole shit ton of times by the gang.
What's up, everybody?
On these guys.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Are you looking for a Christian?
You're talking about my old intro. Oh god.
Yeah, I saw you took that down.
Time for a new. That actually saved my ass there.
What?
I said that actually saved my ass there. You know, there's barely anything happening on the stream right now, but at the same time, I kind of think that playing this game is making my connection go in and out. Oh, you bitch.
So you took your old channel trailer down because you didn't like it? Is that why?
It was just getting old, and plus it had copyright music as the thing. Sweet Madam Blue by Styx. I mean, I did not want to. I was not all too fond of the idea of getting a copyright strike. Was the thing.
Ah, makes sense.
Oh shit! I'm eating here. It's rude for you to be picking bites while people are trying to eat. Oh,
Yeah, these fucking
animals these days.
Yeah, these pixels have no concept of even common decency. I finally beat the game Grand Theft Auto 4 today, and I actually felt like I accomplished something. And I actually have to. I ain't gonna lie. I'd give the game a 7 out of 10. To be honest, I think a 7 out of 10 is fair enough.
Grand Theft Auto 4 or sorry?
Yeah, I'd give Grand Theft Auto 4 a 7 out of 10.
I haven't played a whole lot of the Grand Theft Auto games.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
The Sir Conservatarian says, "Congrats on reaching 200 subs."
Oh shit! Okay, you should pay more attention to the chat.
Yeah, he's asking if
thank you.
Mania for your playing.
Oh no, Sir Conservatarian. This is Spore. It's like a little evolution game. Hey, Sir Con, would you like into the hangout here? Say yes or no in the chat.
Sir Con and Dark Con have an intellectual stream. No, but no prob, my Bob, he says. Yes, Zach's real name is Bob Edwards. He changed it to Zach to be more edgy. He says, "Sure,
Bob
yeah."
Just sounds like a real doofus name.
It sounds like a very old name.
Fam. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to. I'm going to like pause this game here in a minute so that I can then give him the link.
All right.
So how's your day been today?
It's been pretty damn good considering that everyone in the house. Well, my parents were at work and my sister was like just staying in her room all day. So I just played some games, played with my dogs, read a few things on the old internet, and I thought it was a relatively interesting day. And yeah, I plan on having a few streams this weekend. I have no idea, but I have at least one planned.
Okay, bring up a new tab here to get Twitter going.
I think your computer's gonna hate you for doing that. I don't know. But yeah,
for doing what?
For having opening another tab. It's like, please, Zach, I can't take much more of this. I don't know.
Yeah, I just love torturing my computer that way.
Yep, and when you go to render a video, it'll be like, sorry, this file's missing, but you know the file's there. Sorry, this file's missing, and then you just chuck your computer out of a window. I can't believe it. Tomorrow will be S-Man Live episode 50.
Episode 50, eh?
Yep.
Quite the milestone.
Yep. I remember when I got to 25, and I'm like, wow, I've had this going on for a bit, and your little podcast has been catching up to mine.
Yeah, well, it's mostly because I like do them more often. Plus, there was a moment when I just spammed the shit out of just by reading one article per episode. I mean, there was one that I had that was even 3 minutes short. I think it was the one reading an article talking about how a former Clinton staff member was saying that Trump's efforts to Puerto Rico was sufficient or something along those lines.
I bet Hillary was reeing over that shit. She's like, that racist, sexist, misogynist, blah blah blah, didn't do enough to help Puerto Rico. I don't think he really did do enough, but anyway, yeah. The longest episode of S-Man Live I've ever done was 80 minutes, like literally 80 minutes on the nose. The shortest was like 28 minutes, and that's because I was feeling sick, and I'm like, feeling as dead inside as you did in one of your previous strike forces, where the thumbnail is just you looking into the camera with with a glazed behind the eyes type look. You literally didn't even call yourself Darkon.
Hello.
Hello, Loudmouth. How you doing?
What's up? It's the catalyst of this all.
The
How you
Loudmouth.
doing, Loudmouth?
Yeah.
What happened exactly? What?
So Zach got featured.
No. I'm just
Yeah,
I mean,
what was the context? I haven't watched it.
He gave a shout out to Zach. He actually featured a portion of one of Zach's a trailer to the drama video, and he said, "Check out the Dark Conservatarians channel. That's what's happened." He just broke 200 subscribers, harder than I broke my own leg a few years ago. So
Okay.
Congratulations, Zach.
Well, that was nice of him. What kind of motivated it?
I have literally no idea. Hello, Sir
I just randomly started a conversation with Bering, and then I asked him out of curiosity, "Hey, have you seen my little skit titled Bering Meets Zach?" And he said no, and then he did, and then he was all like, "Hey, can I just chuck this into a video?" And now here we are.
Oh, cool. So I don't know. You called him out on some shit, and he was cool about it. So all right, cool.
Yeah. Although it probably would not have happened if you hadn't joined that one stream, Loudmouth. That's why I call you the catalyst of it.
Am I just? Yeah, when I showed up dead drunk and said a few crude ass jokes.
Speaking of drunk, chug away.
Yeah, chug away, because alcohol on streams always works well.
Chugga, Zach. Chugga.
How you doing, Sir Con?
I'm doing very well, Darkon. I just had some swimming. Had a good workout.
What? Did you say plumbing?
Swimming.
Oh, swimming. Okay.
A project I've been working on is I've been trying to do a review of an entire season of a television show. First time I've ever tried to do that.
That's nice, dude.
Episode by episode. So like a series of videos.
That's cool. Right now, I'm focusing on making a video as to why I'm not an anarcho-capitalist.
Oh man, the ANCAPs are they're gonna be loving your dislike button for a few weeks, I guess.
I'm prepared for it. It's like, okay, nombre del Padre, Espíritu Santo, Amen. Mamá, rechequita entre the pacho, bye. It's essentially what's gonna be for me.
Oh, great. Oh man, now we have 2 beaners on the stream. Holy shit.
Zach,
who's the other beaner?
A quarter beaner. Thank you very much, you son of a bitch. Zach.
Hey, dude.
Man, he's a quarter Mexican.
Well, to be fair, dude, chances are I'm like 50 or 60% Mexican. Just so happens that the Mexican parts were able to swimming, so that would make sense.
I'm just giving you shit. These streams get dark, Sir Con.
They get darker than Zach's room, even darker than an emo, edgy kid's room, and that's like really hard to do. But yeah, Zach, let's just say if I were to swim in a pool of bleach, I would probably get the rest of it out of me.
Hey, dude,
what's up?
Let me ask you this: can you swim 1 mile? Like literally 1 mile in under 20 minutes.
In my shape, probably not, and that's just me even being polite to myself. But probably not.
20 minutes. That'd be tough unless you were a dolphin.
Yeah, and besides, I don't swim all that often. I can swim, but I just don't do it often enough.
I swim every single day, dude. Like I swim for at least an hour and a half.
I'm going to assume you were probably ripped.
I'm not ripped per se, but I have a very toned body. I have strong biceps.
Then why do you hide your? Have you shown your face on your channel?
No, why?
I don't know. If you got a good body, I always say show it.
I mean, here's the thing. I show my body per se, but of course I'm wearing a mask. I don't want to show my face until I get to somewhere at least like 1,000 subs.
That's understandable.
Like with me, I rarely show my face in live streams anymore just because I'm embarrassed of how fat I've gotten lately. I'm trying to lose weight now.
I have a weight training class this upcoming.
Yeah, good, Rince. I've been spending more time on the treadmills lately.
That's cool.
Yeah, And I've been kind of dabbling in with kale diet, which don't try the liquefied version of it. You will almost vomit. I guarantee it.
Hey, dude, here's the thing: is that when it comes to working out, when it comes to weight loss, I would say that 40% of the fight is your eating. 60% of the fight is your work. Is how is no wait no. 60% of the fight is eating. 40% of it is what you do in your workouts. Because here's the thing: is that you could be working off at least, let's say, 1,500 calories. But you could easily eat up like 1,300 calories, meaning you only lost 200 calories. So meaning that fucking shit in the long run.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's not really that I don't work out a lot. It's just I just like really bad. Like tasty shit, junk foods. You know.
Yeah, I'll admit that is my struggle too.
If
but
there's a bunch of donuts. If the company at work or lay out a bunch of free donuts, I can't help but have a few. All right.
Dude. Here's the thing: is that I think this. Because I'm going to be joining the Navy in August. My family and my uncle, who's in the Army, he's told me this. Mijito, do you want to put that in your mouth? It's like, I pick up the donut, like, do you feel happy in putting that in your mouth, Mijito? Joining the Navy? Eating like that? And he makes me feel bad for putting it in my mouth. It's like,
oh. Yeah. I don't know.
No, you get the thrill of a tasty donut, but you'll also have poor health, less sex, and all other kinds of detriments, and yet I choose the donut. What's up with that?
I mean, here's the thing: is that I rarely eat sweet foods as it is. I eat home cooked foods for the majority of the time, so that's what's helped me lose a significant amount of weight. Like I used to be a fat motherfucker last year. Like, don't get me wrong, I was like a obese motherfucker, the size of Jupiter fat. But it was until I went back to the gym and worked out for, say, 3 to 4 months whilst doing Zumba. I went to 175 pounds to 160.
Nice.
And last year, I went back into swimming full time again. Because I've been swimming for my entire life for about at least 14 and a half years. So, yes. I guess you could say you can call me a veteran when it comes to swimming.
Hey, I just want to throw this out to all who are watching. If you have any questions or comments, like any new subscribers who are watching, if you have any questions about me, like, go ahead and shoot them.
Yes.
Anyway, I left an open invitation to Rim Michaelis as well. She might know a little bit more about the bearing suspension. Like, what all do you know about the bearing suspension?
I have no idea, but I would guess like a 90% probability that Christy Winters is involved,
or her fanboy / peg boy Danny Cortz probably did, because he literally screenshotted at one point a thing saying, "We have received your report," when he flagged Bearing's second Twitter.
Danny Cortz. Jeez,
then he then screen caps it, tweets it at Bearing, and then he's like, "Damn it, these Bearing fans are harassing me. It can't be because I was a retard and I screen capped myself reporting somebody. It has to be because I'm being harassed because Bearing is an evil, racist, sexist, blah blah fucking blah." That guy.
Don't dish it out if you can't take it. You know.
Hold on. It's just not.
Oh god.
You guys can't see my face, right?
Like,
nah, I can't. Your camera's off.
I was getting paranoid for a moment. Oof, okay.
Are you on your?
We see your Wendigo.
Thank you, God.
I'm not God. Sorry.
I am God.
Oh.
Well, to me, I like to see my swimming career like I like to see myself like Goku, my longtime rival in swimming. Yes, I've actually had a rival over the past 14 and a half years as Vegeta.
Fun.
Or actually, Michael Rowlands actually probably also had something to do with it.
Yeah, because considering the fact that the guy literally, he acts as if Bearing is literally like, worse than goddamn Stalin.
You share my theory that Michael Rowlands and Brooks Heatherling, no bullshit, are actually long lost twin brothers.
They probably are. They both have the same shitty facial hair. They have the same
They look a lot alike, and they are both equally fucking stupid, but they are on the opposite sides of the political spectrum. All right.
Sorry. No bullshit and our long lost brothers.
They
And Michael
probably.
Rowlands are long lost brothers, is what my theory.
It wouldn't fucking shock me, to be honest. I mean, you know, it's a shame that with no bullshit's mother that she only started to drink in the 4th trimester.
Oh, fuck, dude. That is.
It's a shame. It's a shame she
Get
didn't.
that way. Get used to it, dude.
And besides, Sir Conservatarian, I hate to tell you this, but no bullshit's mother should have locked herself out of the car outside the abortion clinic and asked for the coat hanger.
Oh shit.
No.
Christ,
I don't.
I was savage. I thought I was savage.
Yeah. But I'm
sorry.
saying like the mannerisms and the two, they look alike. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually the same person. Like they have like an alternate personality.
Probably.
Yeah. What if they're like Two-Face? You know, they have like two personalities, both on the opposite sides of the political spectrum, but both equally stupid.
Yes. In fact, they would be a perfect like it should be based off of the movie Split, except
Yes.
instead of someone that's like, you know, that may be intelligent like that one guy in the movie, you got two guys that combined equal one ginormous retard. I mean,
Yes.
I'm just like the reason
One have and the other have autism, or would it be like that retard, or no?
whatever you like. I am not taking credit for that idea. But no, the reason I don't like no bullshit is just like, he kept literally using every fallacy in the book.
All of them.
Arguing with them.
And if you do that, he'll say, "Oh, you're just saying high school name terms," as if like debate terms and logical fallacies were just invented to make him feel bad about it being stupid.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think a major reason in human logical conduct why fallacies are avoided.
Yeah, and he was being like so dishonest as I was arguing with him on Twitter at one point.
Oh, he lied.
He even lied about Loudmouth.
Stream, he lied his ass off about something he said.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, I wasn't really shocked when he did it, because when I first heard of no bullshit, it was like, oh, this guy doesn't make too bad of videos. They're decent, they're fine. Then that whole thing happened, and then yeah, he went, and he was also like doing a lot of stupid shit around the same time. Like, he made a response video to some vegan, and he just totally puts words in the person's mouth. I could feel that guy's pain as he literally yells into the mic, "Bro, you're a fucking moron," and blah blah blah. At no bullshit.
Pulling an undoom on
I
him.
remember when he said that. You might say that I'm too stupid to understand, but that's not it. He's fucking confusing. No, it is because you're too fucking stupid to understand.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
When I
ask,
saw
ask yourself, and that clip did not even utter the word vegan. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and if
I
you
don't
guys
know
saw
how he got that.
if you guys saw Ask Yourself's response, he loses his shit within the first 10 minutes. He's like, you know, he just says it in the most painful voice. He's like, "Bro, you are a fucking moron." And then he was so pissed. And I could feel the guy's pain because I've had to deal with dumb shits like that before. And throughout that whole the whole thing, Danny Courts, and then Owens, one of his responses to me, and I just lost my shit when I just called him a cucked up baited.
Danny Courts though is nowhere near as bad as Brooks though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Brooks is all right. I've never seen any adult who was as immature and obnoxious as he is.
Yeah, and
Right.
throughout that whole debacle on Twitter, it was so interesting to just see, you know, his stupidity just air out in front of the public. And he's like, "Ha, this douchebag got his Twitter suspended." Then
a day later, he gets suspended.
He has a new Twitter apparently. I haven't checked it out yet.
He does, and I already blocked it. But that's one of the funniest things is the day after he went on Twitter and bragged about Destiny getting his Twitter suspended. All right, asshole. Then the next day he gets suspended. That is fucking like liquefied karma.
Wasn't he using like triple parentheses around people's names like the alt right does? You know, with the whole fuck.
He's literally a fucking Nazi. I mean, I know social justice warriors have way overused that term, but in no bullshit's case, he is a Nazi. He is frequently denied the Holocaust.
Like he's actually a Nazi?
He is frequently denied the Holocaust.
Yeah, and
that's actually a new one on me.
Yeah, and there was he released a video talking about the president ordering the National Guard to secure the border, and
has he?
Yeah, and like at first it sounded like it wasn't too bad of an idea, but then CNN went off and said it was a van full of brown people, and it sounded or something like that, and I was like, that's so fucked up. Like, what race doesn't matter. Like, if a van full of conservatarians goes to the border, we don't pretend as if conservatarians are the fucking problem, Zach. Send you back to fucking Norway.
I mean, here's the thing.
Conservative libertarians like Sir Khan.
Well, like I based that statement of him as a Nazi. Someone mentioned about Hitler killing 19 million people, 20 million people, okay? And he responds, "You're about 19 million off, bro."
Oh my god.
Hey, look at this guy.
I'm like, yeah, he's a Nazi.
Stalin. Neither did Stalin.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy, guys. It's an elephant-looking creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he guessed it right. Sir Khan thought it was like a different game, like Mario Mania. Is that what it was?
No. Like I said, Sonic Mania, but I heard you mention like you'd give a game a certain ranking out of 10, like 7 out of 10. I thought, have you ever played Sonic Mania?
Oh no, I have not. I give GTA 4 a 7 out of 10 due to the first of all the graphics for its time was fine. The controls were a total bitch. They are you have to be a masochist to play certain levels with the controls they have. The plot, I really liked it. I thought it was very nice. And it seemed way more realistic than its successor. So yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
To me, I haven't played GTA 4. I've only played GTA 5, so
I like GTA 5 because it's a much bigger island than the GTA 4 one. I don't like. There's certain things that are removed I didn't like restaurants and all that stuff. But I like the fact you can have more than just a certain number of weapons. But
I prefer playing single player games because I rarely get the time to play video games as it is. And I don't want to feel as though I have to go back to a game to progress so I can be with my friends. Like
yeah.
That's why I like Sonic games in particular, because 1, it's fast paced, 2, the music is awesome, and 3, the gameplay is fun when it's done right.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because like, good.
Case in point, Sonic Mania. When I first heard it got announced, I swear to God, I got an orgasm. And
whatever gets you going.
Here's the fucked up part. Is like, my mom told me like we were gonna go to Las Vegas. We were gonna go to Las Vegas the day it came out. Are you serious? No, but I want to play Sonic Mania. So you are wanting to play a game over going to Las Vegas. Where are your priorities? So I was so desperate. That I changed the clock on my Xbox to make it think I was in Australia so I could get it early.
That's awesome.
Hey, that's dedication right there.
Yep. Just like
question, Sir Khan.
What?
Do you look at or do you fap off to Sonic creepy fan art?
No. Never ask somebody what they fap off to, dude.
Over.
I mean,
hey, don't.
Yeah, it's not like it's any of my bids. Yeah, just a little bit concerned there. If you're talking about you almost jizzing yourself over a freaking game.
Well, if you thought I jizzed when I heard the announced, you should have seen me when I was playing it.
No, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you, motherfucker.
Mr. McIntyre did like this video series called Deviants, where you like showed the fucked up shit on DeviantArt.
No. I don't go to DeviantArt for that. Oh god, that sounds terrible.
God.
A lot of it, I was just kind of like, "What the fuck, man?"
Well, dude, I
Yeah.
love Sonic. So I've been a fan of him ever since I was a little kid.
Oh boy. And besides, don't feel too bad about Zach's question because he embarrasses the fuck out of himself on some of his own streams.
Everyone's done that a few times.
I mean,
Zach literally accidentally admitted to something in the live chat, which was being screen capped.
oh,
Oh god, that was the best thing ever. And then there was the whole. Then someone asked him if he'd let Blair White do something to him, and he's like,
Oh, jeez.
and he's all like, she's pretty odd. He says.
Blair White is a dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard. I heard Bryn Michaelis say something like along the lines of saying that she a few times refused to debate Kevin Logan, and also she's been known to block people as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Who cares if she debates Kevin Logan? Kevin Logan really ain't worth it, you know.
He has displayed some hypocrisies I've seen where he's all like, I don't mean to pull the hypocrisy card about this person swearing every 10 seconds, but let me tell you about this person's fucking hypocrisy there. This fucking
I mean, he's way, way, way less annoying than Michael Rowlands, but I still kind of find him annoying.
He looks like he's
think
dying from the inside, I swear. He looks like he has the cancer patient look going on when he shaves his fucking head.
Not savage enough for my taste.
His content is just really dull. I've watched only a couple of his videos. Even ignoring the disagreements I had with him, they just bored me. His presentation is just dull.
His Descent of Manosphere videos, like a few of them I actually cracked up as I was watching them because he'll edit clips of people to make them sound like they're roasting themselves or making them look silly. I'm not gonna lie, I found a few of those hilarious, like the one with Bearing, Undoomed, the one on Roman Millennial. Those ones, I will not lie, were actually kind of funny. Didn't watch the rest of them though, because I wasn't there for that. I was only there for the intro.
Wait, who person that just joined?
Rin Michaelis. I hope I pronounced the last name right.
Oh, hi there, Rin.
Hi there. Thanks for the invites and congratulations for reaching 200 subs. And yes, Sven, you did pronounce my last name correctly.
Oh, good.
Many people pronounced it wrong. Many people pronounced it Michaelis, but you pronounced it correctly. It's Michaelis.
Michaelis.
Michaelis. Okay. Well, I've heard Zach pronounce it, and he butchered it a few times, and he got it right, and I'm like, okay, won't pull that mistake. But yeah, how have
Oh,
you been?
Rin?
Yeah?
How are you?
The S-Man was asking, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good because Zach here hit 200 subscribers, and I've been having fun with the editing program because I don't know, but it's been rather fun to be honest.
Wait. You're good because something good happened to me? Oh, sweet, S-Man.
oh, but brother, yeah, man, I need to get to 200 myself.
It is great that you reached 200.
Wait, yeah.
Thanks for moving on up there. I'm surprised that's when Barry, mentioned you in the video. I'm surprised you didn't get even more.
Yeah, and don't worry, Zach, and don't worry, Sircon. You'll eventually get to my level at 432 subs.
And eventually you'll amount.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to the loudmouth level of the YouTube sphere.
Amos Yee has about 30 times more subscribers than I do.
That to me that's depressing, to be honest.
Is that not the most depressing thing ever?
Actually, I know something even sadder.
Look.
Onision still has millions of subscribers.
Yes, Onision has well over 1,000 times more subs than me, and he's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, And
Look at this big guy.
In fact, a lot of psychopaths on YouTube have more subscribers than us.
they kind of show the epitome of what's wrong with the platform sometimes when these rich preppy douchebags can parade how massive, how insufferable they are for 10 or 20 minutes, and that is what YouTube recommends.
I mean,
Logan Paul.
ultimately, though, it's less YouTube themselves' fault and more the fault of the general public. As I always say in my Idiocracy video, if lowbrow entertainment and shitty movies are successful, that's not the fault of the people who made the movies. That's the fault of the idiots who bought the tickets.
I mean, here
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck keeps seeing Adam Sandler movies, for example, after how many horrible ones he's put out? Like, why don't people like, nope, not anymore. Yet every time one comes out, the people watch it. Like, what the hell?
Well,
I don't know what's up with that.
I think with some people, extroverts, people who are really extroverted, I think they just want to hang out with their friends, whether it's a good movie or a bad movie. Because if you're hanging with your friends, you could always laugh at a bad movie together.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to be fair, whenever I hear there's a bad movie, like if there's like a drama behind it or behind the marketing or what have you, like the Ghostbusters, I am automatically think, nah, I'm gonna spend my money on something else, something better.
Yeah, or the Emoji Movie that made $100 million at the box office. It was fucking horrible.
You know what's the fucked up part is I almost went to go see it unironically to see it out of morbid curiosity. I was thinking,
no, don't watch it. It's horrible.
That's why I didn't. Like, I think,
and then, yeah. Meanwhile, some of the best movies ever made were box office flops. It's a Wonderful Life actually failed to earn a profit at the box office, and it's considered one of the greatest movies ever made.
Oh yeah, definitely. To me,
what's another? The Iron Giant. All right, made back less than its budget, and it's easily one of the greatest animated movies ever produced.
To me, I would actually go as far as to say that certain movies that deserve rewards, such as Logan. I thought that movie deserved an Oscar for Best Acting.
Yeah, Logan was great. A really good one.
To me, it was so great. So great. I made me cry. And if a movie can make me cry, it's damn near close to 10 out of 10. And Logan is the fourth movie to ever get a 10 out of 10 ranking from me.
Uh-huh.
There's only 3 other films that have gotten that ranking.
At 2017, actually had a few really good ones. War for the Planet of the Apes was also really fantastic that year. Pixar's movie Coco was also absolutely phenomenal.
That movie made me cry too.
Yeah, Coco was amazing.
I like the movie Dog's Purpose. That movie I actually really enjoyed.
Wait, Dog's Purpose is that a recent one?
I think it is an original. Yes, it was.
A little over a year ago.
Yeah, it was released last year during 2017, and I thought the movie was going to be absolutely unbearable, but I actually really liked it. And the dog would be into several different dogs' lives, and you're like, is this going to be the final one? Is this going to be the final one? I really liked it.
Excuse me.
You're all right. The other movie I really liked was, I think it was called, 2012 or something. It was about like a few presidents ahead, and this girl who's like really obsessed with politics, and like someone's trying to kill the president, and there's like a huge shit show happening at the White House and so on and so forth. And the president, I think it was the 46th president, he's like, as the 46th president of the United States, fuck you. And it's just like, he was just so calm, and he just says that. It just, I don't know. That movie I really liked it.
Like the 46th president in the movie said that to the American people or something.
No, he said it to someone who was trying to kill him or something in that movie. You guys see if we can find the exact movie, because I can't remember the exact title. So let me see if I can find the exact. I think that's the right one, but oh no, that's apparently a different movie than what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, a
2012.
few good ones I saw this year. Annihilation was a pretty good sci-fi horror flick. Black Panther was also pretty good. I mean, pretty overhyped, but still a good movie.
Yeah, Black Panther, it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. One of the movies I enjoyed, I do like some of the old black and white films, like Knights of the Demon. I thought that was good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, one of my favorite black and white films are one of the it's named after a person. It's a Rosebud. Is it no Rosebud?
I think you're thinking of Citizens Kane.
Yeah, Citizen Kane. That was a great film.
Oh, yeah, that is an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm. I think I would actually go as far as to argue that it is a masterpiece.
It is.
Like that is the film that set the standard as to what future films would become.
It really is. It's why it is considered a masterpiece to this day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of my favorite films is Young Frankenstein. Have any of y'all seen that?
Which version of Frankenstein?
No, Young Frankenstein.
The Mel Brooks one. Yeah, that's a classic comedy.
Yeah, the comedy.
It's pretty damn funny. I was watching this one funny comedy earlier today from the 80s. The Man with Two Brains.
The Man with Two Brains. I've never heard of that one. What's that about?
Comedy from the early 80s. It's pretty damn funny. It's deliberately cartoonishly ridiculous, but that's part of where its comedy comes from. Like there's a scene where he's attracted to this patient of his, so he goes up to the photograph of his ex-wife, of his wife who's dead, okay, and says, if you disapprove of me pursuing her, please send me a sign. And then all of a sudden, the painting literally starts spinning, and he going, no, no, and a bunch of lightning bolts crack through the air. All right, and there's an earthquake. Okay, as the painting spins and screams, and then he's like, anything at all, and he signed it all. I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny.
To me, if there had to be a film that was a 10 out of 10 ranking based on the comedy alone, like, I would have to say that title would go to Deadpool. I swear to God, it was.
Deadpool was funny.
Hey, Sir Khan. BTK apparently doesn't like the mental image of you playing Sonic.
Har har.
But hey, let me tell you, if anyone makes fan art of me as like a Sonic character, I will be honored. Like, I will display it on my videos sometimes if you do that.
I'm not that kind of an artist. I'm not that good of an artist. I just do these paint program animated avatars.
And, I mean,
speaking of which, I probably ought to do one for you, S-Man. You know the one picture where you're in your tuxedo and whatnot with a long tie? I ought to animate that picture of you.
Yeah, except I hated, the only thing I hate about that suit was because I only had a black shirt and a white tie. Now I have a white shirt and a black tie, thank God. But yeah, I wouldn't really call it a tuxedo, but just rather regular suit. I've seen like JPM and Humane in a suit. If you were to be in a suit, like an all black suit, like I used to have, that I think would be like dark conservatarian on steroids. You'd be a rationalist. You'd be a rationalist skeptic, trademark on steroids. Because remember, guys, you gotta wear that suit.
Because when I was making my design, oh, sorry, you were saying something.
Sorry, my internet had cut out for a split second there. Go ahead, Sir Khan. You're saying about making your avatar.
I wanted something to stand out. I didn't want to go with something too similar to like that of Mr. Dapperton, but I didn't want to make it too similar to like that of what's his face, Armored Skeptic. But I still do. I thought, but wait a minute, vests aren't very common, and a red one at best. So I went with the red vest, went with the white shirt underneath, and a blue tie. That's what I wear every single day whenever I go volunteer at a hospital. With blue jeans, having a watch, and some nice shoes. That and the fact that I like how I look a little muscular in it. And why the deer skull? Why the deer skull? Well, I wanted the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a symbol of madness, insanity, crazy. Because, well, what is more crazy than eating a person? I mean, that's the only thing. There are very few things I can picture that are even crazier than that.
Hey, yes, man.
So,
PTK has a question. You go talking about an all-black suit. Does an SS uniform count?
Oh God! Oh God! Please God no! I used to have just an all black suit. Then I got a white tie. Then I got a white shirt. Now people are gonna be like, "You look like a missionary!" Ha ha ha. But
well,
probably I don't think an SS uniform would count. I get that all the time for having the S in S Man and Speaks, and I swear, next person that does that needs to be fixed.
Well, guess what? I guess I'm part of the SS commentary community.
Oh, Zach, no.
But just brand everyone underneath S-Man Speaks. The SS commentary community.
So yeah, some people joked that I was a Nazi for having S for both names. And next person that does that, next person that does
logic, though, Steve Shives is a Nazi account because at Steve Shives SS.
Yep, and the next person that does that with me, they just need to be fixed. They don't need to contribute to the planet's population. Huh?
Physical removal?
What? No, no. I'm talking about like they get fixed, like so they can't have kids.
Oh,
they can't breed. Oh God!
I don't know.
This chat.
I know. Let's do something to piss everybody off. Let's do all right.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, let's do something. We could accuse some random person out of a hat of being a pedophile. There'll be no consequences.
Okay. I accuse some random geek of because that fucker looks like.
Dude, I was joking. Don't actually do that.
I know. I'm kidding. I don't actually mean that.
I wouldn't even do that because it's very serious lawsuit.
Yeah, and honestly, the guy looks like he wouldn't do that type of thing. He looks like he'd kill anyone who'd do it. I wouldn't blame him. But yeah. I accuse Loudmouth of planning the Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh.
Yeah, probably, given that I was 8 years old at the time, but I don't know.
Yeah, he masterminded it. You know, while he was making a sign out of macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
You know, the funny thing is, I just had macaroni and cheese.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Well, folks, I think I might have to bounce soon because I need to go to my other house and continue writing the script for my anarcho-capitalist video.
Yeah. All right, you have fun.
Other house. Okay. Hey, I'll have to. You'll have to have me on again for Humanity as Dumbest sometime.
Oh, sure thing. You're welcome to join this week if you'd like.
Well, okay. Yeah, this weekend is not gonna work because I have plans then. But I'll try. I'll have to keep you. I'll have to keep you up to date of when that I have a Saturday night available. But yeah, sorry that I wasn't able to join the last time you invited me.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. I understand that life happens.
All right.
Like I welcome anyone, and that goes to you. That goes to you, S-Man, and to Loudmouth. You're always welcome on my streams.
All right, sure.
Give me an invite anytime, man.
Yep.
Sounds good.
My DMs are open to everyone.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna actually give you a follow on Twitter for that. But yeah.
Anyone can DM me. I don't need to follow them. But
No, it's just to I just follow people just to I guess give them I don't know, give them a follow. I don't think there's really any need to justify following someone.
No,
Just
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. But I hope you have a good one, Sir Khan.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Goodbye.
BTK says a child prodigy. Say hi, Les man.
Wait, let me see.
Dude, that's what he says in the chat.
Oh God. Oh, what I was doing an hour ago compared to what's happening now.
Yeah. I was hearing in the the Poor Bastards podcast. Was Amos Yee doing some fucked up shit again that I don't know about?
I have literally no idea. I honestly have literally no clue. The last I've heard of him was that his video got taken down, and then it was reinstated, and I have no idea if that's still the case. But nonetheless, I don't know. I tend not to really give a shit.
I guess,
However,
what is it? Logic recommended everyone not pay attention to him.
Oh, that's such a stupid thing to do. Like don't mention the person, period. That's the problem.
Well, Logic had to, because he kind of had his name attached to Amos Yee because he stood up for him in Singapore. So when Amos Yee was going around saying some really fucked up shit, he really needed to like permanently distance himself from him, kind of make a public statement on the guy.
Oh, makes sense. Because it's like, other than that, I wouldn't mention him, period, just not to bring him any attention. Because that was the problem with people who are like, don't subscribe, don't watch AIU. That only boosted him even further.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, TJ Kirk probably boosted him more than anyone. When TJ Kirk gave him a collab, and then you know how that worked.
Yeah.
Which that's what Naked Ape was just furious over.
Understandable.
Did he by the way, speaking of which, did Naked Ape delete all of his anti-AIU videos or something? Because I cannot.
Yeah, he privatized them. Yeah, because apparently he later said he regretted going after TJ Kirk the way he did. He never apologized to AIU, but he thought he was too aggressive in going after TJ Kirk on the matter right at the gate the way he did.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he should have re-edited them or something.
Honestly, I loved his anti-AIU videos. Really, it was his take on it, really him playing those clips of Devin doxing people that really got me motivated against the guy. Like, I've listened to those clips of him saying, your anonymity is not protected. I'm gonna dox everyone who mentions me. And it just boiled my blood. I'm like, ugh.
You know what was kind of funny about your no bullshit video, Loudmouth, was when you showed the one clip of the kangaroo with his balls hanging out with the one classic line, "Suck my balls, millennials."
That was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie.
It just kind of shows how unhinged he is, in that clip.
He was so triggered.
The guy. Like I said, the guy's fucking nuts, okay? Like,
hey, you guys want to hear my impersonation of him?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Your name is Billy Cannon. Your nickname is Vadim Newquist. You have just been true docs, because this is the year of not the year of the ox. This is the year of the docs. 2016. Wake the fuck up. Suck my balls, millennials. Say one fucking thing about me online. One fucking thing. And you're getting doxxed instantly.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Pretty good impression, yeah. The guy's.
Oh my god.
The guy. What a lovely way for a 42-year-old man to talk to a kid. Oh my
god. Zach, you just look so genuinely pissed off for a second. I'm like, holy shit.
But was it Devin Tracy? He's like 45 now, all right? And he acts the way he does.
I can make a joke about that, but never mind.
Like I gave like I gave Dave Cullen shit when he did something similar to Bearing when he did he didn't like collab with the guy, but he mentioned him saying oh the AIU got a channel terminated, which is true because YouTube doesn't understand sarcasm, and I kind of gave him a whole bunch of shit in the comment section.
Yeah, I saw.
It ain't because of YouTube doesn't understand sarcasm. It's because the guy's a fucking doxer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gave him shit similarly. I don't get why people defend that guy. It's like it boggles my mind, really.
Yeah, I remember encountering a really weird guy who was in favor of government mandated sterilization and a whole lot of other twisted shit who was an AIU fan, and I was like, okay. I think his name was called. I think his name was the Explaining the Obvious, aka I Anti-Theist. Both names are absolutely stupid, but the reason I heard of him is because he had a fight with Dapperton, and apparently he doxed Dapperton not too recently, a few months back, I guess.
Dapperton
and that was a real shit.
I'm not sure if AIU himself was involved in Dapperton's doxing, but it's certainly possible.
I would be more shocked if he didn't.
You say how I Anti-Theist is like a stupid name. Well, it cannot be any worse than I Hypocrite.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That guy is such a prick. He's another AIU lackey.
I'm just gonna say that. Yeah. That name, I Hypocrite. Like, people gave me shit for the meaning of my name, which, to be fair, they don't know my actual name, which was the inspiration for the S-Man Speaks thing. But I Hypocrite, really? Oh, I mean, the reason I chose the name S-Man Speaks is because my first and last name both have the same initial S. So I was like, I mean, if I had a third S, it'd probably be more justified, but it's whatever. But it's whatever. And I know people like to mock me for my age and shit. Oh, he is such a baby-faced little bitch. At least I show my face on camera. No bullshit, doesn't do it. Danny Quartz doesn't do it. Owen hardly ever, and probably to be honest, he's not too bad looking compared to Danny Quartz. I swear to God.
I heard that talk about no bullshit.
You can, Zach. I'm sorry to say this, but that dude, grease dripping off of his forehead in that fucking picture of his.
Yeah,
it's so.
Hold on. I heard that no bullshit will actually block people who send him pictures of himself for a while. I'm like, granted, if I look like I wouldn't want to look at a picture of myself.
You know what?
Yeah. You know what's worse than babyface though, S-Man? Having a face that looks like the love child of.
I'm gonna do it. I want to see if he'll do it.
What? What's worse than people say that you have a baby face, but at least you don't have a face that looks like the love child of Dolph Lundgren and Seth Rogen making out over a ball sack. And just the ball sack, not the balls.
Yes. I actually more compared No Bullshit's looks with the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. He kind of does look like the cave troll from Lord of the Rings, except hairier.
Well, who knows what cave he's hiding in? Maybe his mom's basement.
I don't know. We've made so many laughs at that guy's expense because it's just too easy. I'm sorry. If he wasn't such a fucking
prick, I would love that thumbnail you did of No Bullshit Loudmouth.
What's that?
His mother would have kicked him out because she's like, "Oh man, I feel bad for that basement. It has to hold him for a long time."
Yeah. Well, honestly, it was a pleasure to rip him in that video.
He's the meme that keeps on giving. It's
like, that video. I mean, it's 28 minutes long.
No, I agree. Yeah, because because with No Bullshit, if he was,
Can't hear you, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, and because I don't know, like there were certain parts where I'm like, I don't know, because Jocelyn, you and I originally were planned on doing a live to one of his videos, and then we were like, then I got a strike, so it was on the back burner, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just do a rant and call that good.
And then I took your rant and I improved it.
You're gonna take that, S-Man? You gonna take that shit from him? You gonna take that shit from Loudmouth? You know, no bullshit actually almost started a little series of...
I don't know, it's just like, it was getting pretty painful at certain points with them, because I'm like...
S-Man?
The audio cut out, so I literally didn't even hear... Zach, the audio on his end cut out, so I didn't even hear what the fuck he said, so...
What the fuck I said, or what the fuck Loudmouth said? S-Man?
S-Man keeps breaking. Yeah, keeps going silent.
Series of what? Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you, S-Man.
Are you
but
live,
can you hear us?
Zach?
We can hear you, but can you hear us?
Obviously,
I was talking because the audio on
all right.
oh, for fuck's sake!
I guess I gotta go to bed.
Sorry.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Loudmouth.
Yes, I can hear you, and
Okay. Sorry about that. BTK is actually saying.
damn right,
everyone...
motherfucker.
BTK
for
is
God's
saying
sake.
everyone but Dark is cutting out. No. Oh. No, bubonic for you, the YouTuber, is my little plague doctor. You mean bubonic for you to see? Is that what you mean? So, hey, Ren Michaelis. Ren Michaelis? You there?
Yeah.
Zach, you fucker, stop muting me.
I was muting you only to try and fix your audio. It's not like I'm playing a practical joke on you like I am like now, bitch. Did it work? Yeah, it worked.
Nice try, bitch. Oh shit.
You're showing your ugly ass face there.
You know what? At least I have the balls to light up my room, unlike you sitting in the dark like an edgy little emo kid.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm an edgelord. What you gonna do about it?
At least you're rocking the Dirty Sanchez on your lip, Zach.
And on my chin.
Yes, you look like you rubbed shit on your chin.
Rub shit? It looks like that your vest is made out of shit.
My vest? What?
In your profile picture. Never mind. Fail. Anyway, so Ren,
you racist if you're colorblind, but my vest, even though it's a shirt, is red. Do you know that blue, people think blue is cold and red is hot? Did you know that red tends to be bright? Did you know that,
yeah.
Zach?
Yes. Okay, so anyway, as I was wanting to ask you, Ren, like, what was it that you heard about the whole Baron getting suspended off of Twitter bullcrap? Like, you know for sure that it was Chrissy Winters and the gang, or no?
Well, I don't know if it was. I linked it to Sugar Tits accounts because it was Sugar Tits who talked about it. I could pull it up, but I did leave did leave a link to the source in the description below, but I know many people, they don't even bother to read the description.
Nobody
Right.
reads. I don't think anyone reads the description anymore. I think if you pin a comment like that's really really long, maybe they might. But at the same time, I don't think people even read the title anymore, unless it's like all caps with stupid emojis in it. So that, everyone, is the way to get views on YouTube. So Zach, next time you make a video, put emojis in the title with all caps and exclamation points.
Okay, so Sugar Tit says, after Kay Winty asked her followers to report Tit's Bearing's accounts, he's been locked out of Twitter for the past day. Just found out his account's been suspended for the abusive tweets below. And the tweet says, and it's from Bearing, thanks, cuz I had to get specialized vocal training and spend 6 months flawlessly perfecting my Christy impression. Laugh out loud. And then then Christy Winter says, I think I might be blocked again. I'm not sure because I was able to see her tweet, but now I can't see it anymore.
Hey, it's Brandy joining us.
Brandon. But hey, though.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
He said Brandy.
Fuck. I know I said Brandy. That was
There's a spire behind you.
fuck off. S-Man,
S-Man, what?
you are
I am what?
on my.
I don't even know what you're talking about,
Quit
Zach.
muting me.
I would never.
You know for damn.
I could
Bitch.
never, Zach. Zach, look at me. Look at me.
Do-
I could
do-
never
do I
mute
have
you.
to-
I could never, Zach. Zach, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Look at me. I could never mute you, Zach. See, I could never mute you, Zach. How could I?
Do I have to boot?
Okay.
Don't start
That
a
time I didn't
muting
mean
war.
to mute you. What's going on?
Don't start a muting war. Ho.
Did you just call me a hoe?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You know what though? Even though you were the one being a hoe to me when you were fanboying in a video, like, oh my god, S-Man Speaks just noticed me. Oh, that was the gayest shit ever, man. I mean, I think you're a great friend, but Jesus, dude, I'm straight. I have to tell you, Zach.
You don't mention
This
me
is
in a
devolved
video.
to Gemini. Hey, BTK says in the chat, oh no, this is devolved to Gemini and the white YouTuber levels of autism.
Well, just tell Zach
my
not to.
face.
Just tell Zach that. Well, I've already told Zach that I just don't see him that way. I'm sorry, but I'm a straight guy. So have fun with that, Zach.
Yeah,
And
them
Zach
two
was
just
pulling-
keep on fucking each other's in the ass.
Oh God.
Whitey and Gemini do.
Well, that explains
That are
why they
really
never show
good.
their faces on cameras, because they can't look at a camera with the degeneracy they have.
God.
And see, guys, Zach's pulling out his vodka already, considering how cancerous this has gotten.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, yes, man, you did have a really good conversation with that trans person for 7 hours, which, by the way, is the longest you've gone. So, you wanna
Yeah,
tell us
I almost
something, dude?
beat. Huh?
Is there something you want to tell us, dude?
You know what?
I
How
don't
about you
think-
you should have been one of those kids in that fucking school, you douche. No, what? Well, the only reason it went on for 7 hours is because 1, I didn't check the time, and 2, she knew a lot about history. So, and 3, Yeah, it was something. It was someone new to talk to.
Yeah, your history.
You know what, Brandon? I swear to God. You know what? You should be one of those kids in the Middle East that gets drone striked by one of our presidents, you son of a bitch.
BTK is being self-hating right now, saying "damn trans people."
Oh, okay. So
Oh, yeah,
BTK is
you
a
didn't
trans person?
you didn't remember that BTK is a trans woman?
No, I didn't. I didn't remember that. I've never even spoke. I don't even think I've even spoken to BTK. So I didn't
Yeah,
know. I did not know
she's
that.
trans.
Oh, okay. But
Male,
yeah,
male to
the
female, I
effeminate
think.
degenerate was hilarious. What?
I said male to female, I think. You know, it's kind of funny because a whole lot of these trans people I'm seeing, a good portion of them that I see, at least on the YouTube sphere, is male to female. Like you'll see
Yeah.
female to male trans people making cameos in BuzzFeed videos, but that's about it.
Yep. My best friend is a female to male trans person.
BTK says I'm medically diagnosed as intersex. Okay.
Oh,
Best friends with benefits.
what?
I say it. Best friends with benefits.
Brandon, I swear to God, you should be. You know what?
Drone
And that's gonna
strike.
sound mean, but how about you become one of those kids in that fucking school in Florida? You
You've already
bastard.
said that.
BTK
I
says
know,
your
but you still
memory is
deserve it.
shot, S-man.
I know. I not that part. I know I already said that, but I felt like saying it again because Zach likes to repeat himself too. He especially whenever he references a video, he likes to bring up the whole fucking title. Like if he's referring to one of his old videos, he'll repeat the entire title verbatim, and it's really fucking cringy, but it's funny. Or if he's referring to someone
The
by
Owen
name, he'll
McDonald
refer
has
to them by their
zero
full name.
credibility video.
Yes, he'll even put video at the end of the title, so it makes him sound even more autistic. Hey, at least, but hey, nonetheless, at the very least, you do show your face. Unlike Brandon here, you bastard.
I've showed my face before.
Hardly.
On
He-
stream, I have. Yeah. On one of
He's-
Josh's streams.
He showed it
Whatever,
privately. And by the way, I just feel like pointing out your mic is really really being high quality right now, Brandon.
Who?
Brandon, his quality,
Is
his
that
mic
messed
is
up,
being pretty
or-
high. What? What do you say?
Is it messed up, or like what's the deal?
No, I'm not
Can you
being.
hear me?
I'm not being sarcastic. It really does sound high quality. Like
Zach doesn't know sarcasm.
You compare your sound quality to right now to the sound quality that you had with the debate against infamous Jesse.
Yeah, and
Big difference. You can
infamous Jesse's
totally hear it.
microphone didn't change at all. It's almost as if we went back in time, except you had the better mic, Brandon. The second stream we had him on where we ejected him after trolling him for 20 minutes, I don't feel bad about it at all. When we said that
BTK says Owen McDonald belongs on a farm. Wait, not because he's black. Is he black? I think
Owen?
technically he's mixed.
he's
Yeah,
mixed
Owen's
race,
mixed.
but people call him black.
He
Yeah,
looks
just
black,
like-
but, yeah.
The same way that people call Obama black, but he's technically mixed.
Yes, just like how Zach's emotions are about Blair White, mixed.
Yeah,
Just like your mixed feelings with your most recent guest, S-Man.
Motherfucker, I don't have feelings for any of my guests. And here's why. First of all, I already have a girlfriend, so you can eat fried chicken and watermelon next to Owen. As Zach once said.
No, he should. He could eat.
I don't even know. I don't even know the effeminate degenerate. Like all I know of her is a YouTuber, but I don't even know her personally. Like I don't know really anybody on here personally. Maybe Milner Man, but other than that, like everyone else, not really. Like I know Zach well enough to just be. No, it's just we chat on Facebook sometimes. I don't really chat with anybody else from YouTube on Facebook. I've seen Zach's Facebook, and I ain't gonna lie, it was rather interesting to see some of the original pictures for his avatars.
I've chatted with Josso a lot, but that's about it.
And you know, I don't know. It's like with when it comes to people on YouTube, it's like I don't get emotionally invested in people like that. You know. First of all, enough people have stabbed me in the back to make me not want to be emotionally invested in them, and I don't know. It's kind of weird.
BTK says,
No, I
"Okay,
understand
woo."
that. Yeah.
She says, "Okay, woo." I mean, I'm fine making racist jokes, but that actually wasn't meant as one. Hey, at least you didn't say it was a cotton farm, BTK.
I remember when Zach, that stream when you told me to tell Owen to eat fried chicken and watermelon, I just remembered laughing. One, I didn't expect you to say that. And two, you were very nonchalant about it. And three, you had a grin on your face at the end. And I'm just like, you just see me laughing my ass off, and you just see me like lose it for like 30 seconds. Zach puts on the sunglasses, and I'm surprised we weren't called racist by the end of it.
Well, we were called racist by some follower of Owen McDonald, who
Some random
later
cuckold?
watched it.
Oh, you're
Was
talking
that
about
the
Chad
person?
Sexton. Yeah, it was
Whoever
Chad
it was
Sexton.
that said you were laughing at doorway racism.
Oh,
Chad
yeah,
the
it was
But-
Chad Sexton. That guy is insufferable.
Yeah, his name is Chad the Cuck.
Rin, are you still there?
It was a paper plate.
Well, she says that she's AFK in the side chat, in the Google Hangouts chat here, but just did not know if she was back or not. Okay. BTK also says watermelon farms build more muscle. And it's funny because they don't get to have any of the watermelon.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
No, yeah,
Yeah, repeat
it
your
probably
last
was
thing.
for the it probably was for the best that you weren't here a few minutes ago, Ren.
Well, I
Zach,
did
you wanna
hear
repeat?
something about fried chicken and watermelon.
Zach said it originally. Just saying.
Oh, long
Zach
story.
did it.
Long story, Ren. Like, no offense meant to you, but like way back in the old days, before I had even hit 50 subscribers, I was on a live stream with S-Man. He was talking about one of his response videos to Owen McDonald, quoting verbatim of what Owen said in the opening of one of his videos, saying it is transphobic to make transgender jokes. And then I think in response to that, something really messed up, and that would come off as kind of bigoted. And so I just blurt out to S-Man, you know what? Go tell Owen McDonald to eat himself some fried chicken and watermelon, to shut up and eat himself that.
Your
And,
direct quote was
S-
your direct quote was go tell him to shut up and eat himself some fried chicken and watermelon. Then you see me, like almost 16 years old, laughing like a little girl because you know this goody two shoes Christian conservative is saying something like that, and I'm just like laughing like hysterically because I just didn't expect him to say that. And then he literally makes a Thug Life video about it, sends it to Owen, and Owen's like, he's like roasted, LOL.
You literally thought I was this fundamentalist Christian conservative who's all like, keep the drug war. Drugs are bad. Ban them. Keep marriage traditional.
No, I thought you were just this goody two shoes Christian, but then at the same time, it was like, I do think like you do have some libertarian beliefs, like not like you don't like the drug war, things like
Waste
that,
of time.
and what?
Waste of time. I mean, even if it did not have negative side effects, it's just really a waste of time. Like wasting taxpayer dollars, feeding, clothing, and housing people, keeping them inside jails, just
we
for
actually
victimless
give
crime.
we give money to other nations in this whole drug war thing.
Well, I'm
We
talking about for keeping them in prison, is what I mean.
yeah, and it was like so yeah, like you do have some libertarian beliefs, like whether I don't know what your exact thoughts on same-sex marriage are, but I do know that you've stated that it should be legal.
I've stated that the government should get out of marriage entirely. Like I clearly said in my response to Michael Knowles on the gay marriage question. Like, really, that was one of the cringiest videos that I had ever seen on the Daily Wire channel. Like, seriously, like the guy was just repeating over and over the same question. What is marriage? The crux of our conversation is, what is marriage?
Yeah, and oh yeah, I saw that clip you did of me. Like you showed of me doing that. But yeah, that dude was insufferable. I'm like, okay, we have a parrot right here.
I
throughout the whole
have
thing
little
with,
to
with
no opinion of Mike Knowles, but that really made him think of him a little bit lower.
as a retard. I think I did do a response video to Ben Shapiro, who does sometimes appear on the Daily Wire, with the whole thing with
The Daily Wire is Ben Shapiro's channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way I
I'm-
remember it. Like, doesn't Ben Shapiro own the Daily Wire? I think he owns it.
I think he does. I mean, even if he doesn't technically own it, he is definitely a full-timer on there. Like, he's got his own daily show on there.
I watch very few videos from that program. I only responded to the abortion video he did, where it really annoyed the fuck out of me, where he's all like, just being an insufferable cunt with like, like, oh, you said this, oh, you said that, and it's like, no, she didn't, you retard. Like, oh,
I think
he really
cunt
shit
is a
the
little
bed
bit of
with
a
that.
too. I think cunt is a little bit too harsh of a word to define it, but really, he did obviously put words in her mouth. Like,
I
the
think
way-
cunt is a fair. I think cunt is a fair term, considering, like, I just don't really tolerate people like strawmanning other people, because I've had that happen with me in the past, where people would put words in my mouth, and that's one way to get me that's one way to get me to pull a Cult of Ham, where I say something like ultra offensive or just really hurtful or some shit. And you know what I'm talking about with Ham, with what he said. That grin is a way of saying, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so sorry. I was looking at the chat there, but anyway, yeah, he definitely put words in her mouth. Like the way that I read her frame was, she's asking the question, "Should I have the liberty to abort my child if I want to?" Is the way that I kind of read. I mean, it's kind of stifled wording, the way that she was framing her statement and whatnot. So it's a little bit confusing, but she definitely did not say out and out, "I should abort my child."
Yeah, I don't even think
that was where the words being put in mouth came in. And by the way, speaking of abortion, did you know that I'm scheduled to have a live stream with War Corpse on abortion?
Yeah, I saw your thing with him on Twitter about that, where he quoted your tweet and said, yeah, what time? And yeah, and I've even, her video though, she was saying that, like, especially in our political climate, the right to choose was on her mind. I don't even, like, when he was like, what a perverted thought, and I'm like, well, you're the only one thinking it, because yeah, she's about to give birth, and I think reproductive rights are on people's minds, considering the type of administration we have with one pro-lifer who's like a fucking kook, and another pro-lifer who I think just said he's pro-life just to get the pro-life votes for the presidency. And you also have a ton of states.
You're referring to Ted Cruz, and then you're saying Donald Trump is the phony pro-lifer?
No, I'm talking about Mike Pence and Trump. Well, Mike Pence is a kook in a few other areas, but mainly for that. Especially considering that states
think that he's more of a kook when it comes to. I think he would be more of a kook when it comes to sex than to abortion.
Yeah, I think he has some repressed feelings that he wants to get out of a system, but his evangelical Christianity prevents him from doing so, or else he'll go to the deepest pits of hell. But essentially what I'm saying is that a lot of states you see try to, like, do something to curtail or prevent abortions from happening, which violates the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court ruling or comes into conflict with it. And the Supreme Court ruled on it, and I think the conservatives need to get over the fact that Roe v. Wade isn't going away. I don't believe them at all when they say it's a states' rights issue with abortion and same-sex marriage.
Well, we can certainly try when it comes to abortion, man.
I don't think it's going to go away ever, really. I mean, even if we overturn Roe v. Wade, there's going to be back alley abortions. People are going to leave the country and probably get abortions, and then there's nothing you can do. It's never going to go away. I can, I don't personally like abortion, but I'm pro-choice for the right to choose whether you keep it or not. So
it's not really
Zach,
about. Sorry.
So it's like if Zach's, let's say you had a wife or something, and she doesn't want to have the kid, I'd say that's her call. Or if she does want to have the kid, that's her call too. But I don't personally like abortion, but I don't think I think I should ever have the authority to tell somebody what to do with their body. That's just all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to.
What?
Like, I could tell you this. Okay, so this is what I know that Esme and me agree on, that if the mother wants an abortion and the father doesn't actually. What do you think about that? Like, say if the mother didn't want an abortion but the father did. Like, what do you think, Esme?
If the mom doesn't want an abortion but the dad does, I'd side with the mom, because she's the one that has to carry that poor bastard for 9 months. So I'd side with her.
What if the dad wants to keep the child for himself, but the mother still wanted to terminate?
I'd still side with her, because I would side for her on her side for the fact that she's the one carrying it. However, I wouldn't have a problem with the guy saying, "Look, if you just have the kid, I'll take it off your hands."
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? We're just having a very, very lighthearted conversation on such a very lighthearted topic.
Yeah, I see. Hey, by the way, Zach, what's with the porn mustache?
Oh God. I see it now. I see it. Holy fuck.
Fucking hell, Zach.
You look gayer than me with a porn stash. Sorry, Aspie.
I know. He's got 360 no scoped.
He's working on.
Zach, Aspie, you should have said to Zach.
Got chin hair to go with it. So what do you say about that?
What should I have said to Zach, S-Man?
You should have said, "Hey, Zach, what's up with the dirty Sanchez you got going on there?"
Oh my gosh.
No. The porn stash comment was all right.
Yeah, and then Zach has
new guy in the chat. Alex Martin says Beardy sent me. Who do you mean by Beardy, Alex? And sorry, I want to get a little bit caught up in the chat.
What is it?
Aspie, it's kind of weird that Zach would super glue his pubes to his chin.
So what were you guys talking about before I showed up?
We were talking about the right to choose and all that fun shit when it comes to the ethics or thereof of abortion.
Oh, well,
because Zach wanted to have a discussion on it in full, like a regular hangout discussion, and then somehow we got caught onto this, and I can't even fucking remember because, I don't know. I guess I do have short-term memory, and I wish I had short-term memory for a few reasons, but nonetheless, how you been, Aspie?
I've been very good. Today I did a music history quiz, and I think I nailed it because this time I actually did flashcards. Yeah. But anyway, that was good. I also I was watching the news today. Frankly, a whole bunch of people are looking to Central Americans are planning to come up to America because Trump is Trump sends the National Guard to the Mexican American border.
Oh God. If
No,
I ever
he-
go to Southern California, I'm screwed, Zach.
Oh,
I'm kidding. But
BTK was asking for an invite into the hangout, so I'm about to give it to her.
Zach, you were literally Hitler for misgendering BTK. Check your privilege, mate.
I said her. I was about to say him, damn it, but I said her. Caught myself.
Oh, hey, Rin. What's going on? What's going on, Rin?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you been?
I've been good.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was there's something else I wanted to say. I cannot remember exactly what it was. I've been something a little bit about the hey Rin, if I may ask you, actually, would you say that you're pro-choice or pro-life? Why am I hearing myself in the background?
I'm S-Man. I'm a faggot. Damn it.
Hey, Brandon.
Okay, BTK, I just sent the Hangout link into the Humane Mind stream chat, so there it is if you are still interested. I do not know how much longer I'll go on. It is 10:07 p.m. right now, but
Brandon,
so
I'm just gonna say that. You know what? You should be like Bearing Second Twitter, suspended. And I mean that with you. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to, Zach, if you want to add BTK into the poor bastards chat, you can. I don't really care.
Okay.
Kind to see the type
I
of,
was trying
type
to
of
ask. I was trying to ask Rin, by the way.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're
I'm a
pro-choice or
bastard.
pro? Would you say that you're pro-choice or pro-life, Rin?
Well, I mean, for me, it just depends on the situation. For example, I don't agree with late-term abortions. Like, if a woman is 9 months pregnant, I don't think
That's
she should
probably
still
about
be.
that's probably about 90% of the population there, so that's expected. But like, all in all, would you say you're pro-life or pro-choice, Rin? Hi, BTK.
It just depends on the scenario.
I can hardly hear BTK. But
Hello.
hello.
Oh, so now you're transracial now, BTK. Is that the what's happening now?
Hello. No. Hey,
Nah.
so S-Man, I asked for the link because I fundamentally disagree with your position.
On abortion?
Okay, well, let's keep it nice, BTK, because I know of how flaming you wanted to get with Ham on the Humane Mind stream.
You're
on Gun
calling
Control,
me a
but
flaming
go ahead.
faggot? No. Anyway, okay, so S-Man, do you believe in personal accountability and personal responsibility for choices that the person chooses to make?
Yes.
So if somebody chooses to engage in a sexual relationship, knowing that regardless of any protections they take, the fundamental purpose of sexual intercourse is reproduction, do you believe that they should take responsibility and be accountable for the potential outcome of a choice that they chose to make?
Fundamentally, yes. Yes,
So
I think that
if they chose to hang on, if they chose to have sex, okay, if they were raped or it was the result of incest, or if the pregnancy will kill the mother, or if the child will come out retarded.
Yep.
Yeah, you can say it. Don't worry. Don't get
abortion.
offended.
I wasn't even worried about you, Aspie. You're good. I was trying to determine if that was the word I wanted to go with or not. Because
I know I'm a retard.
Well,
No,
there's
not.
genetic deformities that they can come out with a perfectly good mind, but they can't do anything with their body. And not everybody's perfectly good mind is on the level of Stephen Hawking.
cerebral
But
palsy, muscular dystrophy, and things along those lines.
Yeah. So I'm 100% cool with abortion if it was rape, because the person that's pregnant had no say in the matter. Therefore, they are not held accountable for a choice that they didn't make. They have no personal responsibility or personal accountability to their situation. The result of incest, just due to the likelihood of genetic variations causing issues, I'm fine with abortion for that. If the pregnancy will kill the mother, I'm fine with the abortion for that. If the child's going to come out all fucked up, I'm fine with an abortion for that. But if you chose to have sex, you knew the risk, you knew the potential outcome, and you chose to accept it when you consented to the sexual activity. So abortion is a cop-out, unless it's, medically necessary, blah, 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 blah. It's a cop-out. It's a way for you to no longer be held accountable for your choices that you took, and I'm 100% against it.
So you're talking about in the case of convenience, right? Like if the couple get drunk and knocked up and whatnot, or they forget the condom.
Right. If it was a consensual activity, then you entered into. It's just like a bank or a loan with a bank. You know the
really, I thought drunk sex was always rape.
No, it's not. You know the potential consequences and outcomes if you enter into a loan agreement and you don't pay up. You can't just get out of your loan. You can file for bankruptcy, but then you're screwed for the next 7 years, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I just wanted to clarify on that point. I want to give S-Man the time to respond because he had something to say.
All right. So when it comes to the convenience thing, I don't necessarily agree that it's the strongest. And like I said, I don't personally like abortion, but it's not my call because I mean, when it comes to, like, you and I can agree on the life of mother or kid, rape or incest circumstances, we agree on. When it comes to the convenience thing, I think it's rather a stupid thing. And I'd say just, suck it up and deal with the fact that you were dumb enough not to have a condom on, or, just not screw till you have a permanent partner already. But
take personal accountability for your actions.
Yeah. And while I would prefer people go down that road, I don't want. If you want to call me a pro-lifer in theory, then fine. But I just say that it's not my call, and like I can't make decisions for the people. Like I can't make people do the right thing, and I'm just saying that. I think no matter what, they're never going to come out of that whole thing the same. Whether they keep the kid, put it up for adoption, or abort it, they're not going to come out the same.
Well, I agree that you can't make decisions for the other people. My point is, when they consented to sex, they made that decision.
I'll be back in a little while, you guys.
Risk.
All right, ask me. And yeah, sure, they made that reckless choice, but I also don't see the issue at hand when it comes to what is being aborted. Like, if it's like, obviously late term abortions are bullshit. But like, if you find out within, for instance, I'll just give an example. Like, I don't know, 6 weeks. You find out 6 weeks later, oh, you're pregnant, and you want to abort this bitch. Then go ahead.
By 6 weeks, there's already a heartbeat, and you can already register brainwaves. I'm perfectly fine for playing. If they want to pass stricter abortion laws to hold people personally accountable for their actions, I'm fine for stopping government funding to Planned Parenthood, but at the same time making Plan B free. That way, if you fuck up, you catch it the next day.
I think that they would declare those laws unconstitutional under Roe v. Wade or something. Those laws probably won't pass. I think that was what happened in Indiana when Emperor Pence, with his authoritarianism on abortion, was passing some pretty fucking extreme anti-abortion bills. Even female Republicans were like, "Whoa, this is just insane." And I think it was declared unconstitutional. I'd have to check.
I might have heard that there might have been some laws against the life of mother cases as well. I'm not so sure.
I've met some pro-lifers who are opposed to abortion in all circumstances. And to me, that's
There are a few of them, but they're very few and far in between. And so I have to ask you, Wes, man, like the main reason why you are pro-choice, why you overall consider yourself pro-choice, is because you are for bodily autonomy, right?
Yes, and also here's another thing.
But
The problem with
in the case of late terms, though, you say that the right to life of the fetus overrules the bodily autonomy of the mother.
Yeah, if you're like 8.5 months along, then you waited so fucking long. You've made the choice for yourself at that point. Like anyone, if you're going to get an abortion, do it as soon as you find out. But if you're like 8.5 months along, if you're like, oh, I should have had that abortion, you were a fucking retard for not doing it sooner. And tough shit, you're having the kid. And
so my argument is that whether it's 8.5 months along or 6 weeks along, you've already made your choice when you spread your legs.
So if you find out even sooner than 6 weeks, is it then cool? Also, there's like always conflicting studies about when brainwaves are detected. Because he provided me a source a while back saying it's as far along as 13 weeks or something.
Okay. You know, I couldn't find it again, and so I'm going to completely retract what I said right there back during that first live stream.
It was, you linked it in the description of a follow-up video you did. I think you may have.
That video was talking about it happening at like 6.5 weeks approximately.
Oh.
I think if I remember correctly.
So, BTK, I'm gonna have to ask you, if you could legally ban abortion, would you do so?
We'll define ban abortion.
Criminalize it. Like if someone gets an abortion, they could be kind of like how the old anti-abortion laws were.
Well, there wouldn't be any need to criminalize it. You go to get the abortion, and they go, is it, you know, they do all the tests, and if it's not medically necessary, and you don't have a police report saying that it was rape, or you don't have a police report saying that it was incest, because incest is illegal, they say, why are you here? Please leave our facility.
And okay,
I'm not for completely 100% banning it. I'm for like capping it at 7 weeks is my position. I mean, I'm not cool with abortion before 7 weeks, but legally my position is capping it at 7 weeks.
Yeah, I agree with Zach, but I'm pro-choice. Yeah, I'm pro-choice.
The problem.
Wait. Sorry, I got to clarify on that. You agree with the idea of capping abortion at 7 weeks, but you consider yourself pro-choice?
Well, as what S-Man believes, you know, until the brain, you know, is functional and the heart starts beating, then, you know, you're having the child then. Too late.
But you agree with the idea of capping abortion at 7 weeks is what you're agreeing on.
I thought Zach had conceded a
yeah, okay. I guess that's a problem with the whole pro-choice versus pro-life labeling as well. Like, at what exactly do you consider pro-life? Because I consider myself a pro-life, and I believe in capping it at 7 weeks. Mr. Insanity believes in capping it at 7 weeks as well, but at the same time, he still considers himself pro-choice. Like, I guess we got to get the terms straight. Somebody could consider themselves pro-life, but they're still for the exception of rape, incest, and life of mother. And some people, you know, and so on and so forth. You were about to say something, Ren?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, in a sense, the pro-life and pro-choice debates, I mean, people do not fit into neat little boxes. I mean, my personal cap would be like 6 weeks. You know, like if you don't get an abortion in 6 weeks, that should be the cap. But, you know, and you got to consider that people get raped and incest and whatnot. So, I mean, it's more nuanced than that, you know, like pro-life or pro-choice, you know.
Yeah,
Also,
like At what at what point during the pregnancy are you for capping it? At what point does that make you officially pro-life or pro-choice? So would it be 10 weeks, 20 weeks, 30 weeks, 7 weeks, so on and so forth? Sorry, you about to say something else, man?
I think there's some states that don't actually technically have a cap on abortion. I'd have to see if I can find that somewhere. But I don't think abortion, like I said earlier before BTK joined, I don't think abortion's ever going away. I think it's here to stay permanently in the world. States without.
No, obviously it is. I mean, as long as humanity is flawed, we are going to have health problems, and there's going to be complications of birth and pregnancy, and there's obviously going to be the need for life of mother abortions. And you mentioned coat hanger abortions, and obviously, if we ban abortions, there's going to be a black market of abortions. The question is, though, statistically, can we overall lower it? And I would have to try and look up the article again, but there was an article that I read up not too long ago, citing CDC. I think it was CDC anyway. Statistics talking about how before Roe v. Wade, there was a lot less abortions, and there was not this massive amount of coat hanger abortions either. But like I said, I would have to get back to you on that, S-Man. So I'm not necessarily convinced that if we were to ban abortion for the most part in this country, that it would, for the most part, just inflate the statistics would. I mean,
I think some happened in secret and some did. Okay, so I found the source from the New York Times, the most reliable thing since left-wing politics. Basically, there's 9 states and DC that have no specific laws prohibiting abortion at any point during a pregnancy. That's Alaska, Colorado, the District of Columbia, Mississippi, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and West Virginia. Let's see about this. What my state is. Apparently, we ban abortion after 24 to 26 weeks. Well, actually, for Utah, it is 24 to 26 weeks-ish. The map is not certain. Kansas, at that point, they ban it at 22 weeks.
Yeah, we still have like a fully open abortion clinic here in Wichita. So yeah, I definitely know that it's still happening. In fact, I used to protest for a little bit in front of that thing. By the way, I mean, it's not like I was like holding up a sign saying murder is a sin and being obnoxiously yelling at people, but more like offering flyers out to people and trying to offer help. Canton Coalition. Well, maybe I am fucking ourselves over by mentioning the name, but Kansas Coalition for Life is the name of the group, and they offer services to needy mothers to kind of incentivize them to not abort their child and to help them along in raising the child.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say that.
Yeah.
But with the whole thing about abortion and the law, I'm looking at when Roe v. Wade happened because I couldn't remember. Okay, so it was first argued in 1971, re-argued in 1972. In 1973, it was finally decided. They said that Texas law making it a crime to assist a woman to get an abortion violated her due process rights. And I'll also say that it is, while philosophically I want people to take responsibility for their decisions, I still would allow them to make that call, considering that they're the one who have to bear the consequences. I think that it is within their right to decide, but only
holy shit, Brandon, that heavy ass breathing.
That's not me.
Oh wait,
yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
BTK, are you falling asleep?
No, I'm in a factory getting unloaded.
Oh. Okay, you're on the job?
I'm always working. I work 14 hours a day.
Oh, what? Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I don't mean to.
Yeah, I said I was getting unloaded, not taking a load, okay?
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Well, I feel honored that you decided to listen to my podcast while you're at work. I mean, people like during the first shift, they'd be I mean, conservatives, blue collar conservatives would be typically listening to people like Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity.
Hey Zach,
I know it's not the morning, but still.
Zach, I got something for you. So the Gallup poll conducted a few years ago said that 58% of Americans believe that abortions should be legal under certain circumstances. 28% believe abortion should be legal under any circumstances. 21% believe that it should be illegal in all circumstances. A few years back, even before that point, 53% of Americans believe that abortion should be legal under certain circumstances, and the numbers are slightly different if you go back a little further.
58% believe that it should be legal, that it should be allowed.
50% from a May 2014 Gallup poll said that 50% of Americans believe that it should be legal under certain circumstances, 28% under all circumstances it should be legal, and 21% believe it should be illegal in all circumstances.
Illegal in all circumstances?
Yeah, I agree with
You
it.
had said about. Oops, sorry. What was it you had said about
What were we saying,
the
Ren?
bodily? Oh,
Ren, you was trying to say something.
No, I was just saying that I just agree with that. Anyway, I'm going to bounce for a bit. I mean, I may come back on. I mean, I might pop back on if this stream is still running.
No promises. No promises I'll still be on, but okay.
All right, bye.
Good night.
So what
Yeah,
were
I'm
you
gonna
saying
take-
about bodily autonomy, S-Man? So you said something about it's removing the woman's right to whatever?
To make a choice for herself as to whether or not she'll continue pregnancy, the government should not be able to make a choice for her. Like I said, it's rather very. It is something I do have I've been conflicted about for about a year now, but at the end of the day, I still mostly pro-choice, but reluctantly, if you want to.
Oh, like I said, she made the choice. She already made that decision when she spread her legs.
So the moment she finds out she's pregnant, like let's say there's a way, like I don't know, 2 weeks. She's 2 weeks along. Is she there for the whole 9 months?
If she's that concerned about not having a kid, then she should have taken Plan B the morning after.
Like I said,
that's not independence, though.
Yeah, and also, like I said, I don't really like abortion, and I do like the idea of personal responsibility, but I can only practice what I preach instead of like people are not going to be perfect, and like I said, they're I don't see the harm in what's happening. I don't see harm in abortions. I'm just going to say it.
Okay, so say we make. Oh wait.
Said you don't see harm in abortions.
I believe abortion solves. Well, I believe abortion solves no problem.
Did he die?
What is happening?
I think he died.
All right, as I was saying, I believe abortion solves way more problems than it. I believe it solves more problems.
Solves more problems than it makes.
Well, yeah.
I'll clarify.
You know what I mean.
When aborts a kid, like obviously that's going to affect her probably for the rest of her life. Like I said earlier, there's probably no way it's going to have. They're going to be able to escape pregnancy in the 3 ways.
But it's her choice though. But here's the thing though. If she decided to give away the child to adoption, adoption places are way overcrowded, and we've seen like the most violent serial killers who ever come out of those kinds of places. That, and you're gonna be seeing chicks dead with coat hangers up their twats and alleyways and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
no, I'm serious.
War corpse like the old.
I'm serious,
it's true.
But that solves
true.
two problems at the same time. So.
And overall, oh my god. Anyway, Zach, you said you wanted to have a fleshed out discussion over this, like an official discussion on.
Oh, holy fuck!
I muted him. I'm sorry. That was just that was like.
That was cancerous. Yeah.
I don't know if he dropped his phone and the mic was sliding along him or what the fuck happened, but that was just pretty cancerous. So apparently some states have enacted trigger laws that would take effect in the event Roe v. Wade is overturned, which is utterly retarded considering that that's probably not going to happen. So they just make a law just to make a law, Mississippi, they had a law which tries to make abortion unfeasible without overturning Roe v. Wade, which is being challenged in federal courts and was temporarily blocked. Essentially, I don't buy into the states' rights bullshit in the case of abortion or same-sex marriage, because I like the idea of states' rights, but that's just bullshit. I don't even think they really care about states' rights in that case.
Who was it that said? Oh, is my Bluetooth still working? God damn it!
Yeah, I did say that sometime we ought to have a more fleshed out debate on abortion. Like maybe it could be me and Loudmouth versus you and Cult of Ham, since Cult of Ham was the one in the chat that was spurging out saying it's contradictory.
I still can see where he comes from. To be honest, I still can see where he comes to it an extent. I did add BTK to our group chat so we can still just send the link to one place.
Oh, and you yelled at freaking Dark for calling me a he.
I almost called you.
Man, you bigot.
Brandon, eat a dick. Okay, BTK. My apologies.
Eat a goat
dick.
Life's too short for me to honestly give a fuck. I was just jostling your balls.
I know. Like, I know someone's gonna be like, Owen will pop in the chat like, S-man, you transphobe. You misgendered BTK, you transphobic bigot.
Who is the person that said abortion? God damn it. I don't remember exactly what they said, but my counterpoint to whatever it was they said was that you can't say that abortion, whatever it was, because what does abortion... Yeah, you know what major problem abortion creates?
What?
It teaches women that they can do whatever they want.
They shouldn't be allowed to do whatever they want. They should be as slutty as they want as well.
Yeah, I say it like this.
They can do whatever they want.
Let's believe what I believed. All right.
Let BTK finish her point.
It teaches young women that they can do whatever they want without any responsibility. They can get out from underneath the responsibility for the actions they chose by just going to a clinic. It also teaches them, as soon as they look at the legal system, that while they can get out from underneath their responsibilities, if they want a free ride for the next 18 years, all they have to do is not go to the clinic.
That makes no sense because, let me tell you why, because when you say they teach them they can do whatever they want, they can't get away with murder, they can't get away with robbery, or anything like that.
Only if you don't view abortion as murder. But it teaches them that...
Abortion isn't murder.
Yes, it is.
To me, at least.
Hey,
no,
I think dads should be able to escape. Like, they should be able to sign away their parental rights if they... Like, if we're going to have abortion be illegal, I think the dad should be able to escape too.
I agree with that.
But personally, like if I get a chick pregnant, I'm just gonna stay because it's just. I guess it's just my I don't know morals with that shit. But essentially, yeah, I do. Like I said, like abortion is something I do have moral quandary with. But at the same time, I'm like I don't think it's my place to say. Even if I was pro-life, I would still keep abortion legal because it's not my call.
All right, BTK, look, I'm a satanic atheist, okay? So, that should tell you what I believe, yeah.
Abortion.
Well, I mean, Satan is definitely better than God, so...
Okay, so
cool.
You know what? I'm just gonna agree because that's probably gonna be true anyway. And Zach's gonna not like hearing that, of course. But but I'll say this: that when it comes to abortion, with it being murder, to me, it's like depends on when it even becomes a human, because that's by definition what murder actually is. I mean, there's a few definitions that are more broad, where because and vegans like to point that out. But basically, for instance, a Google definition: the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another, or to kill someone unlawfully with premeditation.
S-Man, if you shoot a woman that walks out of a fertility clinic upon receiving the paperwork that says she's pregnant, she's only 4 weeks along, 6 weeks along, whatever. She's leaving with the paperwork that says she is verified by the doctor as pregnant. Are you going to get charged with one murder or two?
Probably one, but it also
there's case law upon case law. You're going to get charged with two.
Some states it depends. Let me Google this.
Yeah, it depends on some states. Yeah.
Fetal, because this is something.
I think Florida might be one of them actually.
Let me see. There's I'm trying to find which laws it is, but fetal homicide.
Yeah, but this is saying what to counter what was it BTK said. But that takes away a woman's independence if they choose to get an abortion, or if they can't choose, that takes away their independence.
So
what
let me.
They already chose to do the activity, knowing the consequence.
Yes, but
so you don't believe in personal accountability and personal responsibility.
I do. I'm not going to force my will.
I'm just saying that's I'm not going to get in the way of another person's rights, to have an abortion or not, because it's already legal.
And in a few states, there are no laws on fetal homicide. Like some states, it's in the scenario you described in my state, it would be considered murder. In some states, like Michigan, it's some other crime against the fetus. In Florida, it depends on the age of the fetus, as one state, for example. On a few states, it's just assaulting the mother.
If you kill her, it's assaulting the mother.
That's not what I'm saying. If in the scenario you described, in the case of the fetus, in some states it's murder, in others it's a crime against the fetus. In others, it will depend on what the age of the fetus is. In a few states, it's assaulting the mother. That's the only charge. If you kill the mother, obviously that's going to be fucking murder.
Well, that's what my scenario was. She leaves the clinic with the paperwork saying she's pregnant, and you kill her. Would you be charged with one murder or two?
Depends on the state. Like I said, depends on the state. In my state, I'd be charged with 2 counts of murder. In some states, I'll be charged with 1. If she dies, then 1 count of murder.
I guess the question would be, what's the national average on that?
I don't
think there's someone out there, like people on the regular going around shooting pregnant women.
Around the time
the reason why I brought that up is because it establishes case law where the courts already consider it to be murder. If you murder, if you're in a state and you murder a woman who is 6 weeks pregnant, and the courts charge you with 2 deaths, but yet you go and you abort a baby at the exact same age, how is it murder if I kill it, but not murder if she kills it?
She didn't choose to have it happen in the scenario where she's shot at or attacked.
Exactly, yeah.
And I did have one other question when you said the father should be able to get out from underneath the responsibilities as well, which I can concede to that. I can concede to that. My question is, you said, you're fine with maybe putting a cap on abortion at a certain week or a certain month. You can't do it anymore. Same thing with fathers being able to get out. Do they have to file before a certain week or a certain month? Or can they wait until the 9th month of pregnancy and go, yeah, no, I don't think so, and then say I don't, and then get out from underneath?
Okay, so in the case of, they only have so long to escape. Then, well, in that case, yes, like they would only have so long, and then at some point, it's like, nope, you're paying the child support.
Okay.
Or whoever wins custody, they pay the child support.
I can agree with that. If we absolutely cannot, make it so that there's only 4 ways you can get an abortion, then absolutely, the father, the other person should have the equal opportunity to not be held personally accountable or personally responsible for the actions they chose to take.
And well, and I'd say at a certain point with the thing, but yeah, like if there could be a national consensus, like a consistent one, because I've seen people say, oh, we can cap it at 24 weeks or 6 weeks. Or problem is there's no consistent consensus as to when to cap it. That's why the abortion discussion is such a
Well,
complicated one.
there's no consistent consensus because everybody that pays for the studies, unfortunately, are pro-abortion. So they're all trying to get it as late as possible, and then you got other doctors looking at the studies and going, no, and that's why you never have a solid answer on that, because you have the studies that are paid for going, oh, 36 weeks, and you have the doctors that are sitting there going, no, I did robotic surgery to fix a heart valve on this kid at 15 weeks.
And and that's the thing. It's like, if we could find a way to get a consistent consensus without bias being involved, like, oh, we want it as late as possible, then that would make it a lot easier to define when exactly. Because I thought Zach had said 13 weeks in our abortion discussion, but then he said 6 or 7 weeks. So to me, I think 6 or 7 weeks. At that point, it's been almost 2 months. I think you'd find out at some. You'd have to find out at some point, or at least know.
I mean, I
You're
have
not-
a
you're not-
niece that didn't find out she was pregnant until she was doing a ruck march in the Navy and it went into labor. So.
Oh fuck! Like,
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt this, but it is getting kind of late. I mean, I think I should be wrapping this up. But
All right,
well,
then.
I'm gonna go. But
yeah,
it
I
was
mean,
fun guys, and thank you for having me on, Zach. And Brandon, go fuck yourself for that comment you made earlier. You son of a
Wait,
bitch.
before you end the stream, it's nothing to you, but I like how I'm talking about abortion when my cousin just had her second child.
Well, see, the reason why you're talking about
That's the
abortion
funny
when your
thing.
cousin just had her second child is because now you realize you have to buy more Christmas gifts. And if she'd have had an abortion, it would have saved you money.
Exactly.
Oh God, we're all
Anyway,
going to hell.
apparently I just found the website again that I was talking about of the statistics of abortions before Roe v. Wade, but I'll have to look in the actual notes of this source sometime later. But this debate was in, I don't know. We'll get more
It was
fleshed out. Me and
impromptu.
what?
I said it was impromptu. Nobody
Yeah.
had source material in front of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
my debate with War Corps will be a little bit more fleshed out this Monday. I think it will be.
Zach, what I
I
want
Can't
you,
wait.
Zach, here's a piece of advice I'm going to give you. Have a pen and paper ready just in case I've had to do so with other people when they're, because sometimes a War Corps,
Yeah.
trust me, you're going to need to take notes. I've had a chat with him, and I wish I would have considered some of the things he would say.
Yeah,
But
but
I-
at least he's a little bit more of a straight shooter and will not ramble on as long as to the point that you'll forget about what you wanted to say, like Owen McDonald.
Yep. All right. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go. Thank you for having me on, Zach. And
All right, we'll definitely have to have that abortion discussion, like you and Cult of Ham versus me and Loudmouth, and
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. For all that has watched, for all who have joined, thank you for joining me on this hangout, and all who have watched, thank you for watching. And again, bearing if you're out there, thank you for giving me a second shout out on your channel, and helping me to get over 200 subscribers. And so, this is Zach, the constitutional conservative, libertarian, capitalist, Christian, the dark conservatarian, signing out. See ya.